Bazinga! This shirt finally arrived. I kind of love it. Welcome back with more of the Big Bang Theory, though. We had Bernadette and Howard work out their relationship last time. Howard had to work through some of his hang-ups and propose to her way too early, way too over the top, but he made up for it somehow with a very, very bad song. Somehow she was into that. But hey, whatever you're into, whatever floats your boat, Bernadette. And Sheldon played a prank on Kripke after Kripke played a prank on Sheldon. That was fun to watch play out. Anyway, excited to continue with this season. If you want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like, and let's get started. Whoa, nice.
Leonard, she's doing it again.
Doing what again?
It upsets Sheldon when you play with the food.
She willy-nilly takes it from the containers without regard for its equitable distribution. This is essentially why you have famine in India.
Wow. Wow, no.
Put it back. Leonard, it upsets Sheldon when you play with the Sheldon.
Bernadette, say faux shizzle to my nerdizzles.
I don't think I can. I don't have Howard's street cred.
He has zero street
My
cred.
friend Bernadette, she could join us for dinner.
Sure, the more the merrier.
Wait, no,
But how do you
that's
equitably
false equivalency.
distribute?
More does not equal Mary.
We'll just put it all on the table, you know, family style.
We put our hands behind our backs, have an old-fashioned eating contest.
Sounds fun. Let's do it.
Relax, it'll be fine. Sit down, you guys.
In his spot. In his spot.
In the winter, that seat is close enough to the radiator so that he's warm, yet not so close that he sweats. In the summer, it's directly in the path
Wow,
of the
Penny
freeze created by opening windows there and there.
remembers
It faces the
so
south
much.
and
Perhaps there's hope for you after all.
Oh, I love your shoes. Where'd you get them?
Shoes for less.
I've been meaning to go over there.
Oh, great selection, great prices.
My mother was right. Hell is real.
Let the women folk chat.
Women folk.
Gals, chicks, Euro-Americans.
Utero Americans.
A lot of what he says is intended as humor.
Intended as humor.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's very funny.
Me neither, but he just lights up when I laugh.
Wow.
Howard never let her go.
If I hadn't gone into microbiology, I probably would have gone into physics. Or ice dancing.
Or ice dancing.
Right now, we're testing the phase shift due to an electric potential.
That's amazing.
Is amazing as third graders growing lima beans and wet paper towels.
Oh, jeez.
While I appreciate the oh snap, I'm uncomfortable having your moist breath in my ear.
To set up the voltages using tunnel junctions?
Yes, I am. You want to see a simulation on my laptop?
Oh yeah, show me.
Is Penny
In
jealous?
microbiology, the most
Is Howard
exciting
jealous?
thing
Your shoes are delightful. Where did you get them?
Oh my god.
Bazinga.
Ah! Bazinga! I don't care.
Eat my dust, racially stereotypical plumber.
That's not fair. I got stuck behind a tree.
And a cow and a penguin.
Face it,
There are penguins in the course?
what you need is cheat codes, motor skills, and a magic genie who grants wishes to little boys who suck at Mario Kart.
Sheldon, can I talk to you for a second?
It's not about shoes, is it? I
No.
think I can go through that again.
It was one
Then
conversation.
speak.
Actually, can we do it in private?
Get out.
I agree, it's rude, but she asked for privacy.
She wants to
I
talk
was wondering
science
if you could
with
maybe teach me a little
Leonard.
physics.
A little physics?
a little
There's no
physics.
such thing. Physics encompasses the entire universe, from quantum particles to supernovas. From
Teach
spinning
me 101.
electrons to-
I just want to know enough so I can talk to Leonard about his job.
Why can't Leonard teach you?
Because I want to surprise him.
Can't you surprise him in some other way? For example, I'm sure he'd be delightfully taken aback if you cleaned your apartment.
Oh ho 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 ho.
My time is both limited and valuable.
We're sitting here playing video games all day.
Okay, point. Did you take any science classes in school?
Sure, I did the one with the frogs.
Dissecting a frog.
The one with the frogs.
Yeah, come on, a smart guy like you. It'll be a challenge. You could make it like an experiment.
Ooh, that's enticing.
Interesting. I suppose if someone could teach sign language to Coco the gorilla.
Hey, fellas, it's my girlfriend, Bernadette.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, Bernadette.
Overzealous a
Who
little
are
bit.
all those people?
I have no idea. I give the little woman a tour of the old salt mines.
Salt
He
mines.
doesn't mean salt mines. He means where he works.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Bernadette.
no, I got it.
So, how's your experiment going?
Terrific. We're getting the electron accelerator set up. We should be ready to go day after tomorrow.
Boy, I'd love to see that.
You're welcome to come.
How exciting is that?
Like Hanukkah in July.
Do they have that?
No. All right, what is your deal?
Howard, she's just interested in
Girlfriend to come
physics.
see your electron accelerator? Wow, you really are a piece of work. I practically invented using fancy lab equipment to seduce women.
Has it ever worked?
Not so far, but that's not the point. You don't want to mess with me.
This is supposed to be intimidating?
Crazy.
Entry 1. I'm about to embark on one of the great challenges of my scientific career, teaching Penny physics. I'm calling it Project Gorilla.
Is that GoDaddy? Project Gorilla.
Now, how are you going to take notes without a notebook?
I have to take notes?
Well, how else are you going to study for the tests?
I have to take a
Is it
test?
gonna be a test?
Tests.
Tests.
What is physics? Physics comes from the ancient Greek word physica.
Write it
At
down.
this point that you'll want to start taking notes. It is there in ancient Greece that our story begins.
Ancient Greece.
Hush, if you have questions, raise your hand. You look up at the night sky, and there, you notice some of the stars seem to move, so you name them planetes.
Does this have anything to do with Leonard's work?
This is the beginning of a 2,600-year journey we're going to take together from the ancient Greeks through Isaac Newton to Niels Bohr to Erwin Schrödinger to the Dutch researchers that Leonard is currently ripping off.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Can't you hold it?
Not for 2,600 years.
Project Gorilla, Entry 2. I am exhausted.
He seems mighty aggressive.
Howard? It unhooks in the front.
Oh. Oh god.
Of course.
Hey, Ma, can I have lamb stew for dinner?
Lamb stew? I'd have to go to the supermarket. Oh, I can't say no to my little tushy thing.
Aww.
Do you want the regular peas or the Lacer?
Always Lacer peas with lamb stew.
What if they're out of the Lacer?
I got the regular.
All right, you don't have to yell.
That's all we do is yell.
Sorry about that.
Did you say something to Leonard about me?
What do you mean?
He says if I go see his experiment tomorrow, it might weird you out.
Really?
Oh,
Said that?
yep.
It's a little inappropriate to be asking another man's girlfriend to his experiment without first discussing it with said man.
Are you saying I need to ask your permission to hang out with Leonard?
I said, Leonard has to ask my permission.
Newton realized that Aristotle was wrong and force was not necessary to maintain motion.
We're this far forward?
Force, Earth gravity, equals mass times 9.8
Acceleration.
meters per second. So we can see that ma equals mg, and what do we know from this?
We know that Newton was a really smart cookie. Is that where Fig Newtons come from?
No, Fig Newton is named after a small town in Massachusetts. If ma equals mg, what does that imply?
I don't know.
But how can you not know? I just told you. Have you suffered a recent blow to the head?
Aww.
So mean. Back up a little bit.
All right.
2,600 years ago.
It's a warm summer evening in ancient
Where were we looking up at the night sky?
Greece.
Damn it!
Objects falling in a vacuum, which ma equals mg.
No, yeah.
Squared?
No.
Aristotle?
No.
No.
5?
5.
Oh, then I don't know.
Aww.
Can you just tell me what Leonard does?
Leonard is attempting to learn why subatomic particles move the way they do.
What exactly are subatomic particles?
A good question.
Thank you.
And to answer it, we first must ask ourselves, what is physics?
Oh,
I was in bed with Bernadette and you...
Howard, this is all on you.
Yeah, we were completely naked.
No, you weren't.
What was I supposed to tell her?
I don't know. Something that doesn't make me come off as a petty, jealous douche?
You are a petty, jealous douche.
What was that?
Am I too late to see your experiment?
She still
Hi.
came.
I came to see Leonard's experiment.
No, you didn't. You said Leonard's experiment was stupid.
Ooh.
You told her my experiment was stupid?
I was just repeating what Sheldon said. I know I come off as confident and worldly, but the truth is, I'm not.
We're shocked.
I feel threatened by other guys.
Poor loud noises, clowns, and nuns.
Keep shitting on him. He deserves it.
Why aren't you helping me?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm crazy?
What do you think, Leonard? Should I give him another chance?
You didn't call your experiment stupid.
Aww.
Come here, tushy face.
Tishy face.
Tushy face, that is going on Twitter right now.
Recently, I've been thinking that given the parameters of your experiment, the transport of electrons through the aperture of the nanofabricated metal rings is qualitatively no different than the experiment already conducted in the Netherlands.
Don't shit on his experiment.
Fig Newtons were named after a town in Massachusetts, not the scientist.
Aww. I guess never say that Penny doesn't try her hardest in this relationship with Leonard. Despite jokes about her settling, she very much cares about Leonard and wants to be there for him in different ways. And it's sweet. And yeah, just the contrast between her reaction and Howard's reaction to Bernadette and Leonard hitting it off really puts into focus how far Howard has to go with this being in a healthy relationship thing. And yeah, Penny sees how excited Leonard is in talking to someone who's interested in his work and wants to connect with him in that way too. Wants to contribute to his excitement about something he's passionate about. Meanwhile, Howard just gets super jealous and territorial, feels threatened by Leonard. Bernadette is allowed to have other friends and interests, and what Leonard was offering was not at all over the line. I mean, I guess Howard is a little crazy. Howard, though, can be a little sweet sometimes, too. We see him introducing Bernadette to everyone as his girlfriend, even people he doesn't know. Though, I guess I do question the sweetness of that. It feels more like he's proud of himself for having a relationship rather than proud of having Bernadette specifically. And she's actually really nice, actually, though, too, because she doesn't think his jokes are funny, but she laughs so that he'll light up. She just likes seeing him happy. And I don't know, it's not like she's faking it either. She says that right in front of him, so he understands. He understands what she's doing. But I don't know, it's the little things we do for each other, I guess. It is a fun dynamic, though, introducing someone new to the group. Bernadette almost sat in Sheldon's spot, and everyone was like, oh my god, no! And Penny rattled off a perfect explanation as to why Sheldon has reserved that spot for himself. That was really fun to watch. We didn't get to see Bernadette's reaction to Raj either. We saw her talk to Raj, but then the conversation shifted away before Raj responded or had a chance not to respond. That would have been fun to see too. But Bernadette also continues to not understand like basic jokes and metaphors. Howard talks about showing her the salt mines, and she explains to Leonard that Howard doesn't actually mean salt mines. He means where he works. Like, has she never met somebody who uses metaphors? I don't understand. It is kind of endearing, but it's so silly too. But yeah, Howard gets his mom out of the house by asking for a certain type of food, and she's like, "Oh, I can't say no to my tushy face." His mother is loving and sweet. Just the yelling is so way over the top. But Howard did all this in an effort to have some alone sexy time with Bernadette. Of course, it's ruined by having that talk with Leonard earlier, but I'm crazy. Bernadette gets a text. And yeah, really enjoyed Bernadette showing up at Leonard's lab with Howard there, and Leonard just keeps interjecting as Howard is making a two-faced apology, because he was just berating Leonard and then takes responsibility when Bernadette is present, which means he doesn't think he's in the wrong at all. He's just apologizing to make things better, which is really insincere. So it was fun watching Leonard take him down a peg as he was trying to make that half-hearted apology. And he even gets to tweet about this tushy-faced nickname eventually when Bernadette says it out loud. But yeah, I love that moment when Sheldon feels like hearing about shoes is like hell. And then I was right in time with this shirt for Sheldon's next Bazinga. Howard, your shoes are delightful. Where did you get them? Bazinga, I don't care. But yeah, Penny learning physics from Sheldon is very entertaining. Sheldon is reluctant until she poses it as a challenge, and then he goes way overboard in trying to explain everything, even tangentially related to physics, when all she wanted to know was just how to talk to Leonard about his job. He was like, "Where's your notebook? How are you going to take notes for the test? I have to take a test? Tests? Oh, God." And then he tries to teach her the etymology of the word physics, physica. He so easily loses track of what people are asking of him and just goes off into his own little world with this 2,600-year journey. It's a warm summer evening in ancient Greece. He must have started that section like 5 times in 3 minutes. And he somehow started moving too quickly after it seemed like he was going to go really, really slow. Got up to Newton and mass times acceleration equal, like force equals mass times gravity, which is 9.81 meters per second squared. So ma equals mg. She was like, squared? Aristotle? 5? 5, Penny. Oh, poor Penny. But I actually think she might lack some fundamental math that's very important in understanding certain levels of physics. So that might have been the focus that was necessary. That's probably where she needed to learn first, since she wanted to surprise Leonard. But like, who else was she gonna go to? I guess other than Sheldon. Like Howard is a no go because he's too Howard. Raj can't talk to her and is obnoxious if he drinks, so that's a no as well. I'd say use the internet, but while there might be useful videos or I don't know text having to do with like general physics, I'm not sure about specific things like Leonard's work. But she suffers through it. She drives through it, and in the end, I like the compromise that Penny and Sheldon got to. He gave up entirely on having her understand physics and just taught her an entire monologue to say for Leonard's benefit. But it wasn't even nice to Leonard. The speech was shitting on Leonard's work, and I'm not even sure she knew. I mean, maybe, but she was just parroting Sheldon's words, which was very amusing, but also kind of sad that she didn't actually get to where she wanted to go, which is to make Leonard excited that she was interested in his work. I mean, she had a moment where everyone was shocked about everything she was saying, but I guess that's satisfying its own way, but she didn't get to connect with Leonard the way she wanted to. So that's kind of sad. Anyway, that was very fun to watch unfold. Really looking forward to the next episode. If you guys want to watch the full reaction or see episodes a week early, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.